Hey everyone, welcome to more drafts. We're doing Premier Draft because we don't have enough gold for the quick drafts. We do, though, this does mean we need to get quite a few wins before we make our due. So we need at least 3 wins to feel good, and I want to get, obviously, as many wins as possible. Whew. Deep breaths. Let's do this. Alright. Quickly filled. Let's ready ourselves, and let's get to this. Deep breath. Make it go. Last time we ended up having to, leverage in a bunch of... Okay, Halvar, God of Battle. Yeah, that's... So here's the thing. The equipment is great value, and then the body is sometimes great as well. Whoever is Halvar, we're going white in one way or another. This could be controlling white with Sword of the Realms, and aggro white with Sword of the Realms, which is pretty insane. Yeah. So I'm not saying we're white red aggro, but we'll be going for that. I think we're going for white red aggro if it's offered to us. Speaking of being offered to us, I think the Frenzied Raider is the pick here. Yeah. Probably should have looked at more of the cards, but... And I'm not guaranteeing we're going aggro, but I'm guaranteeing we're going white. Sword of the Realms is just so good. It lets you attack while blocking, lets you be offensive while defensive, and just gives you a constant recurring reanimation trigger. It's the... What's it called? There's the 2-mana dwarf that, like, does reanimation. It's like that, except more resilient. Reanimate. Then again, we're in a set where Broken Wings and Mass Vandal are playable, so it might not be as resilient as I imagine it, but... Oh my gosh, I just realized we're going to get past every Forging the Tyrite sword, basically, and we can actually get the right card from it. So here's the question. Do we just commit to Halvar? Go Valor of the Worthy, actually make ourselves hyper-aggressive? Or do we have some sensibility? I think we commit. I haven't done this before. We're gauging a Frenzied Raider and a Halvar. The 1-drops are really strong. When we cycle this back, we'll probably get the Shackles of Treachery back, so we'll actually be able to go aggressive. Maybe we'll grab King Harold's Revenge later to grab green instead. Be Celestia instead of the other. But until then, like, this is a Run Amok. Run Amok is amazing. Yeah. I think we are red-white aggro. I think that's already decided for us. It's been open for us. No one's been taking it. Yeah. That's cool. That is cool. Alright. Bound in Gold, more of the controlling, but can be used. It's just a good removal, and we're going white no matter what. White's going to be involved, is what I'm saying. Codespell Cleric, though. And you might think, like, Codespell Cleric versus Bound in Gold? Well, if we're being aggressive, Codespell Cleric's actually really good, yes. So it's Bound in Gold or the Codespell. I think we'll go the Bound in Gold for now. Codespell might rotate back to us, which I can't say about the other one. Alright. Immerstrom Raider, Shackles of Treachery, Wings of the Cosmos. This is actually kind of a tough one. So, right now we only have 2 creatures is the main issue. So, we might want the Immerstrom Raider. That being said, Wings of the Cosmos is a combat trick that has blown me out before. And Axguard Bracket is a good top end. We're going to get Axguard Bracket for now, but I'm not so sure about these. Tuskegee Firewalker is great. It's basically card draw for this kind of deck. Which means getting a second one is even better. Oh, man. Yeah, I think our colors are open. Note that black and blue are both open as well. So, while our deck seems to be open for us, black and blue might have to be what we have to get thrown into if people start taking our stuff, basically. So gotta be ready for that, because that's exactly the opposite of what we're going for. Alright. Battlefield Raptor. Love me a Battlefield Raptor. With Valor of the Worthy. Run amok behind it. Like, yeah, first strike is huge. Put a Sword of the Realms on a Battlefield Raptor. You have a 3/2 flying first strike vigilance. Dealing good damage, stopping big threats, and being a threat itself. Or equipment attached to a creature you control. I just realized, if I get Bound in Gold, I could switch those around. Huh. Do I want a Funeral Longbow or a Starnheim Courser? Honestly, I found that 2/2 flying, that flying right there, is good enough. Alright. We'll just get another X-Guard Bracker in case we do need a top end, so... Or we could grab Shackles of Treachery. Ooh, be real aggressive. We already have one X-Guard Braggart. Don't need two. Yeah, we're going to be real aggressive, boys. We're going to be real aggressive. Jeez. I mean, if they're offering us to be the red-white aggro deck, I'll take it. Winds of the Cosmos is happy with that sort of deck. We're probably going to be running 15 lands then. Alright. We got the Code Spell Cleric. It rotated around. Thank you. Thank you. Awesome. Another Weens. Just these cheap removal stuff. These cheap combat tricks are great for these sort of decks. Raider's Carve is actually playable because it gives us a way to get in. I think between all of these, so, yeah. Nothing here is really playable. Bloodline Protector, Bird. Actually, we could check right here. 3 humans, 3 berserkers. That's it. So I don't think it's a Bloodline Pretender. I'm going to go with the Tormentor's Helm, I think. We'll probably get the Valor of Worthy rotated back to us. So we're grabbing the Tormentor's Helm. Alright. So the thing is, we have a lot of early game. We're going to need some way to either win the game off of this, which Halvar is, or we just need some way to get card advantage elsewhere. Okay. This one has a lot of good stuff. And it's not the Tibalt Trickery, it's not the Dual Strike. We have a Valor of the Worthy. I think we don't need another one. A Fearless Pup, I really like it. And an Alpine Meadow, which could help with our mana fixing. So, while the Fearless Pup I prefer more, I'm going to pick the Alpine Meadow because I don't think this is going to rotate around, and this will. That's my guess. I think they're going to be taking the Lindworms, the Broken Wings, the Augury Ravens. They're going to be taking... There's a lot of good cards in this pack. I think the Fearless Pup is going to be left to rotate around. So, I think I take the Alpine Meadow. Am I against getting a Fearless Pup? No. We want the Fearless Pup that much, and we're going to get the Ascent the Worthy. It's going to rotate around if that doesn't. So, it's okay. Alright, so Stalwart Valkyrie, Axguard Cavalry, Golden Maw Champion. All amazing. I'm going to take the Stalwart Valkyrie because that fits our deck better, but then the Golden Maw Champion is right behind it. Iron Verdict if I must. Because I really love the flying on this. Like as I said, Starnheim Courser sometimes plays just a 3-mana 2/2 flyer. And that's good enough. This is a 2-mana 3/2 flyer at times. Especially with Battlefield Raptor, Code Spell Cleric early on. And a Fearless Pup. Yep. We have 10 creatures and 8 non-creatures. And those non-creatures are pretty great. Alright. Oof. I think we go with the Golden Maw Champion. Yeah, just the ability to tap down their biggest blocking threat is great. We might get the Raider's Carve back around to us. Like, yeah. The Divine Gambit isn't even bad in this deck. A lot of times, they could play a big threatening theme to hold off our advance, and then we just Divine Gambit away, and they have just, like, a land to put in its place. Divine Gambit is bad and constructed, not in limited. Alright. Do we have any giants? No. Alright, so no squash. So do I want the Scorn Effigy, the Doomscar Oracle, or the Alpine Meadow? Is now the question. We have 11 creatures. Yeah, I don't think these two are really good for the sort of deck we're playing. Doomscar Oracle's slightly better, but still. I'm going to grab the Alpine Meadow this time. Alright. Maja would be a really good value if we needed it, but I'm going to go with Stalwart Valkyrie. But yeah, white seems clean, open. Should we somehow get past in a showdown of the Scalds, this deck is done. This deck is complete if that somehow happens. Another Gold Maw champion. We're definitely low to the ground, so Bose is good. Of these, Run Amok or Best Gear Shieldmate? We have 13 creatures, so I think there is room for more Run Amoks. So, yeah, we have enough room for the Run Amoks, and I think that's better than the Best Gear Shieldmate. Just by a bit, though. Squash, I'm going to sideboard, I think. You know, I'm not going to be playing Squash at all. I think I just picked the Bark Channel Pathway as just, like, a value. I want more cards in my, yeah, I want more cards just because any card you pick up, it gets added to your collection. So, because those cards were all bad, I'm picking the Bark Channel. Alright. Invoke the Divine, Dual Strike. What can I dual strike? It's an instant or sorcery, so I could dual strike the Run Amoks. I could choose new targets for those copies. Ooh. I'll hold on to a dual strike. See how it pans out. Either that or it's the Invoke the Divine, but that just seems not for this deck. Alright, Golden Maw Champion or Axguard Cavalry? We need more 2-drops. We already have 2 Golden Maw Champions. Do I want to? Yeah, so it's a question of third Golden Maw Champion or Axguard Cavalry. Cavalry does allow us to get some... Yeah, well, we went with Golden Maw. It's okay. We could get more 2-drops later. But yeah, we definitely need a... The main reason I was okay passing out those 2-drops is because we have 3-drops. Or, I mean, we have 1-drops. My apologies. And then a Tormentor's Helm is nice. Yep. Valor of the Worthies, nice. Stuff like that. Alright. Oh my gosh, I just realized, Halvar, I could Shackles of Trickery something. Instead of destroying the weapon, I use Halvar to switch the weapon over to one of my creatures. Oh my gosh, that's actually insane. So it's a question of the Divine Gambit or the Axguard Braggart. I don't think this deck goes long enough for Axguard to do anything, so I'm going with the Divine Gambit. Longboat, but we're putting that on the sideboard. Arachnoform in case we need to go green. Alright, green was wide open apparently. Righteous Valkyrie, ooh. Alright, so it's a 3-mana 2/4 flyer, that's often good enough. It has, we have 2 angels already in the deck. Though, I'm not sure that lifelinking is going to matter too much. I still might just pick it on the grounds that's a 3-mana 2/4 flyer. Otherwise, it's the Tuskegee Firewalker or the Fearless Pup. So, I do have a full set of Righteous Valkyrie, so I'm not getting anything that way. But yeah, I honestly think the flying is that good. But yeah, Tuskegee Firewalkers would be perfectly fine for this deck. I definitely like how aggressive. Alright, I just realized we have the deck kind of set up. 15 creatures, 9 non-creatures. Awesome. Oh, I can actually add one more card because one of those is a land. Let's see. Clarion Spirit is that last card we're adding in. Because, oh my gosh, that's such a bomb card for this deck. Alright. I think that's a working deck. 60 creatures. We definitely need more 2. I'd rather knock some 3-drops out for more 2-drops. But I'm alright with what we've got so far. If this is our deck, I'm happy with it. That being said, would like to rip out the Raiders Carve, put in a 2-drop. Definitely. And seeing how people have wrecked me before, I could go just heavier 1-drops. I'm okay with that. Yep, I have all the 3-drops I need. Alright. So I just wanted to check before I committed to Spectral Steel. That's amazing. I'm pretty sure this could return Halvar if I need to. It also, you know, it's just a good enchantment. Brings back a Valor of the Worthy sometimes. Brings back the Bound in Gold sometimes. Yeah. So it's just figuring out where I want this deck to be, basically. Because it's in a good spot, it's just... Where does it end? Top ending with a Doomscar Titan sounds absolutely beautiful. Just like 5 mana, last push, take them out. I'm going to just keep filling my deck with good cards for it, and then we'll switch out to what fits the deck better. Demon Bolt or Axguard Cavalry? I said I needed more 2-drops, but Demon Bolt is amazing. We'll go with Axguard Cavalry, but like, oh man, Demon Bolt is amazing. Demon Bolt is amazing, though. Have to admit that that was a tough pick for me. Alright. And let's pull this Raider card over here. Another Tormentor's Helm. Another Frenzied Raider. Which is more important? I think with all the 1-drops, the Tormentor's Helm is slightly better. We have quite a few Boast cards, though. So the Frenzied Raider is pretty insane. Yeah, if I get a Goldvein pick, if I get any equipment, I'm happy. It doesn't need to be Tormentor's Helm. Yeah, we're going with the Frenzied Raider. Alright. Shackles of Treachery or Fearless Pup? I think it's the early game. I think we just want the early game creatures. The 1 Shackles is more than enough. Another Teskari Firewalker. Man. Or do we go with Valor of the Worthy? Get ourselves... Just make sure that early game is as destructive as possible. We have 8 1-drops. So it's either Teskari Firewalker. We already have... No, we already have enough 3-drops. And 2 of them are Teskaris already. Yep. Another Fearless Pup. Appreciated. Another Gold Maw Champion if I do need 3-drops. That's good. Alright. None of these are going to see play. So it's just a question of what I want to use to fill out my card slots, basically. All just slots of Village Rites, I guess? No way I'm splashing green. Alright. Sure. Revitalize, but no way I'm playing it. Ooh, so we'll see how this aggressive deck works. I definitely have to pull out a bunch of cards. Don't know what it's getting pulled, though. It's gonna be like pulling teeth. I think I'm gonna grab the Null. I don't think I have a full 7 Nulls yet. Alright. I think I just get whatever. Yep. Yeah, so in case you're wondering, the reason I got those 20 back is because I already had a Righteous Valkyrie. Alright. We're not going to need many lands at all. I don't think we need the Axguard Bracket. 31 playable cards. Let's trim down. Shackles of Treachery or Bound in Gold? Which is more important to get rid of? Gains haste, and whenever this creature deals damage, destroy target equipment attached to it. I think Bound in Gold is going to go further than the Shackles. Not to mention we even have a Starnheim Courser to grab it. Definitely dropping the Starnheim before the Righteous Valkyrie. Which means I think we just drop the Starnheim. Alright. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Yeah, so we have 5 1-drops and then 5 support for the 1-drops. Yeah, so let's move the support for the 1-drops over here. Let's remove this. Let's put those here as well. Alright. 1, 5, 4, then 5, then 6. 5, 4, 6. And this is technically, with the Stalwart Valkyries, this is technically 5, 6, 6. And then these 2 as our bombs at the top end. Alright. So I like the creature layout. I guess we'd get rid of a Wings of the Cosmos. Of the combat tricks, it's one of the weaker ones. Do I get rid of the Doomscar Titan? Are we just so aggressive that even the Doomscar Titan is too little? Do I get rid of the Righteous Valkyrie because of the Goldmod champions? No, I think we get rid of a Goldmod champion before Righteous Valkyrie. Just the body's too good. Alright. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So, 5, 46, 5, 3, 2, 1, 1. Alright. So we just need to get rid of one more card. Just a question of what? Right. 18, 8. Do we have to get rid of the Bound in Gold? I think so. There we are. And we are 52% white, 48% black. So, 7, 6? No, 8, 7, because we want 15 lands. So, let's get a land. Which one says aggressive? I say this one. 8. And if we're having those metals, we need... There we are. 40 card deck. Look at this. Battlefield Raptor. Yeah, so 5 1-drops. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 combat tricks. Then, yeah. Man, this... I think this is a really good deck. Alright. Oh! I have an Alpine Meadows. There we are. Alright. Boros Aggro. A lot of Boros Aggro decks, but this is mine. Let's see how it pans out. Let us move. Boros Aggro, everyone. Been a long time since I've played an aggro deck. Man. With how much I just go towards dirtly decks, I think this is one of my first times, maybe my second or third, playing an aggro deck in Limited. Alright. If your opening hand doesn't contain early plays, consider taking a mulligan. You can click Graveyard or exit it, so to browse its contents. Alright. Just check real fast. Stream Decker. Deck list. Well, Stream Decker is trying to update, at the very least. It's trying to update. Alright. Blue Thunder. Plays a green. Alright. We have Battlefield Raptor, into Frenzied Raider, into, with just another white land, Valve of the Worry, Code Spell. Opponent goes first, unfortunately, but he mulligan 1, and 2 lands is enough for this deck sometimes. I'm certain of it. Honestly, you might just want to go back to 16 to keep it consistent, but I'm not sure why I'd pull out. Alright, Usher of the Fallen. Well, Battlefield Raptor has a counter to that. Thank God for you, Battlefield Raptor. Alright. You gonna run amok? Let's see it. I want to see that run amok. Good. Alright. So, next turn I could Valor of the Worthy and Code Spell Cleric if I wanted. I'm not trying my Frenzy Raider in. I am going to be attacking. I'm going to play Valor of the Worthy and Code Spell Clericing, attacking for 4, and having the mana for other things, I think. Leave the Code Spell Cleric to block the Usher of the Fallen. Ugh. But yeah, that's why Run Amok's great, if you just saw that combat trick. Go ahead. Oh. Ah. I could save the Valor of the Worthy. Attacking for 4. Yep. And the race continues. Then I could Valor of the Worthy Code Spell when I attack. Then the Run Amok could combat trick at him out. Alright. That's okay. No blocks. Alright. Equip the Tormentor's Helm. Vow of the Worthy. Attack. I have a 3/3. I like that. Or I like just a run-amucking. Alright, he doesn't block. Yep, and if he kills it, we get Flying Spirit, so I'm alright with him combat tricking this out. 3/3 Vigilance that if he blocks the Worthy triggers. He has a run-amok. He has a run-amok. I say we wait until I have combat tricks next turn. I'm okay with him making another 1/1. I can wait for him to run amok, then I can Wings of the Cosmos and still get in. Alright. Start by attacking with Code Spell. Alright. We're just going to end the turn here. Block here and here. Keep the pressure going. It's kind of funny. With 15 lands, I'm the one with more mana flooding than him. Comedic, at the very least. Still haven't found a boast creature. Alright. Gonna block here. And then I could Wings of the Cosmos out of the situation. Run amok. Turns it into a 5. Yeah, too much. We're gonna let that through. My turn. Alright. Do I run amok to get through the human warriors? Alright. If he has a third run amok, then we're in trouble, but I'm going to say he doesn't. Regnick Berserker. Okay. Alright, so 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Alright. We're gonna let that thing not create a token. Make sure our character lives through this. And we attack, and then next turn we attack again and have run amok to threaten lethal. Alright. Yep. We're just gonna run amok this. Get a ton of damage on him. And play protection. Alright. We have lethal if he doesn't have run amok or something like that right here. He needs a way to buff a creature mid-combat. Definitely brought it down to a wire. This sir definitely brought it down to a wire. That's what happens when you're playing aggro and I go second. That's okay. We did good. We did good. Yeah, he knows what I have, so... Mesker Shield Mate. Alright. We're told something. Alright, so I know he doesn't have what he needs. Alright. So I'm actually going to block like this to give myself 2 flyers because he's going to have some stuff for that. So I want to make sure I have 2 flyers. Yep. And he's tapped out, so we just swing in. Oh, man. This guy brought it close. This guy brought it close. Let's see. Just keep going. I'm not used to aggro decks, and just like running out of fuel like that was very scary for me. Goblin War Chef. This is where the boiling pot comes in. Opponent goes first again. We have a Frenzied Raider into 2 cards that make Frenzied Raider bigger. So I think we keep this so that we go Frenzied Raider into Tuskeri, and then boast it, make a 3/3 Frenzied. If we draw a land. Alright. I can also Spectral Steel the Frenzied Raider, attack, and have Wings of the Cosmos on the back line should I get another white source. Alright, he's blue-black. Or they're blue-black. Alright. Pilfering Hark doesn't scare me too much. Now this Wings of the Cosmos looks a lot more enticing with the Pilfering Hawk in play, but I think we just keep applying pressure. We want to play the Tuskeri. Yep. Coma's Faithful. I can attack, then Wings of the Cosmos. Alright. I think I do want to turn this into a 4/4 and combat trick the Coma's Faithful. Prevent him from gaining too much life. Yep. Oh, he's 4 colors, I'm pretty sure. He just didn't know he was going to draw blue. I mean, he's only shown more colors. He's Sultai, which I've played some Sultai decks. Don't know what he's splashing, though. Alright. Doesn't have Run Amok to counter this, so... Alright, and depending on what he plays here, lets me decide whether I'm going to play Gold Maw Champion or Tuskeri Firewalker. If he has Jarl, then that kind of sucks for me, but that's okay, because we have other means. Alright. He does have a Jarl in his deck, at the very least. Yep, there it is. Okay. Alright, Fearless Pup and Tuskeri Firewalker and Gold Maw Champion, and Tuskeri Firewalker. Tough one. Do I need the card draw so bad that I Tuskeri first? No. But I think I still do this because the Fearless Pup isn't going to be boasted too often. Like, I'm going to be attacking with 4 mana up. Yeah, I like this. I'm doing this one. Alright. Yep, he had to have a Jarl. I was okay playing into a Jarl. Could have played another way, but I didn't like the Coma's Faithful giving him a bunch of lifelink. So yeah, it's Sultai. This is colors. Might be just splashing green. Alright. Had to feed the serpent that. Wow, he's going to be the aggressor. That surprises me. That is unfortunate for me as well. Alright, you have a blue. What's your last maneuver going to be, sir? Yeah, he's going to be using this to cycle with Pilfering Hawk, so I'm going to attack in. He's not going to block it. He's just not going to block it. Make sure. Alright. Would have liked the white up for the Wings of Cosmos, but that's okay. Alright. So here's the question. Who's applying more pressure, him or me? I think it's him, unfortunately. The Jarl of the Forsaken is a good card. He also has some decent removal. Alright, so he lost the Shimmerdrift Fail. He has enough lands. And that's why I wanted to get rid of Pilfering Hawk. He is putting more pressure on me, as we can see the health totals. But, seems like 15 lands was correct, though, because we're mana flooding here, which is kind of funny. Okay, here's the question. If I find Halvar, do I play it as the Vigilance? Oh, I definitely play as the Vigilance, equip it to Fearless Pup. Attack with a 3/1 Vigilance. That sounds great. Alright. I think I blocked the Jarl. I think this thing is applying enough pressure that I need to stop it in its tracks. Don't like it, but I think that's where we are. Does he have a combat trick? Does he have just a big scary creature to come after it? Which is actually the more likely thing. I'm expecting an Undersea Invader. Ooh, Reflections. This card, I don't like it because it's usually just a 5-mana do nothing the turn it comes into play. But he's been able to hold back my aggression very well, so. Yep, nothing for Spectral Steel to bring back right now. I don't think there's anything I can draw that would make that would make playing that land worthwhile. The fact that he chose Cleric is really interesting. Usually when you pick this, you're either choosing Elves or you're choosing Giants. The fact that he chose Cleric tells me he has a specific Cleric he wants to bring back. Or Cleric? Did this guy actually pull off Cleric Tribal in... He pulled off Cleric Tribal in freaking Limited. In a format that doesn't support Cleric Tribal. I am impressed, sir. I am impressed. Here's the thing. Now I can't... all I need to do is play this Cleric, and I can't actually attack him with my Fearless Pup, because he just gains 3 life whenever he swings back, where the Fearless Pup stops him from swinging in. I think I've lost this game. I drew too many lands. I drew 6 out of... I drew only lands in this sort of deck. I'm attacking with the Axe Guard because at least it kills something along the way. Oh my gosh. We are in a bad spot. We are in a very bad spot. At least it deals damage. But yeah, no, we're probably alright. The game's probably alright over unless we draw something big, but yeah. 11 of our 15 lands in the first half of the deck. So, variance. I'm going to call it variance. And this also has a pretty good counter to us. Having lifelink early on, Jarls of the Forsaken to make sure our combat he has a combat trick in response to our combat tricks. He has a good deck against us. But yeah, I'm hoping I could kill Akoma's Faithful, and Spectral Steel will give me something I could actually manage to use. And he has double Kinseeker, so now I can't even attack. I think the game's over. 1, 2, 1, 2, 1, 2. So if I draw Halvar, I can equip the weapon, attack with Fearless Pup, and still have enough to buff him up to a 5/1. That's pretty cool. Alright, if I'm scaring him from attacking, that's good for me. But yeah, he's not scared of attacking. He shouldn't be. At the very least. I'm going to kill the token so he doesn't have more cards in the graveyard. More Coma's Faithful to use in this graveyard. Also, in case he has that one where you defy death and bring it back. Yep. Can I bring back Halvar's equipment using Spectral Steel? It did not give me the option, no. Nope. Because of the 2-lit jar, Goldmaw Champion came and swing in. We are dead, I think. We are already dead. I'm playing it out because I like playing it out, but I think we're already dead. We lost Halvar. We have that 5-mana 5/4 that could give everything haste, but I don't see how that helps us too much. He could mill himself. That honestly is our win condition right now. He's going to mill himself. Which sounds absurd. Sounds completely absurd because it is. But when you're in bad spots, you have to rely on your outs. Dire straits means dire measures. Yeah, I thought the Spectral Steel could have pulled back the Sword of the Realms, but apparently it's only Halvar in the graveyard, so doesn't work. That is unfortunate. And by the way, I don't think Bound in Gold would have really saved us much. Or Shackles of Treachery. He has too much. He has too much. He's still attacking with the Coma's Faithful. What does he have in his grave that he wants to get out of his grave? I'm alright just doing that. Take 6. I know 6 isn't a good number to take, but we have to find solutions somehow. Tormentor's Helm? Okay, so we can pull the Tormentor's Helm out, at least. I wonder if I can use this as an instant. Was he about to rise the Draugr and get both Coma's Faithfuls back? Yeah, surprising amount of clerics. Yep, foretells his... Once I get past priority, yep. At least it's something. Alright. I can equip it to Fearless Pup, attack, boast, then equip it to Goldmaw Champion. He has to use his kill spell to break the Goldmaw. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. I'm not going to worry too much about the 3 in there because we... But yeah. All right. Actually, instead of equipping it to the Goldmaw Champion, I equip it to the Axe Guard. Double block, he can only kill 1. And if he kills 1, then there's no damage on the other to kill. Huh. And yeah, I know there isn't much here, but hey, play every piece that you can. He actually has a win condition. He just plays the Jarl instead of as a combat trick, just as a creature, and he can just win this turn. Alright. Though sometimes people make stupid mistakes, so I'm gonna give him the opportunity to miss it. Nope, he did not miss it. 8 of 15 lands. Yep, just happens. This is the variance talking. Also, this guy's managed to make Reflections of Letjara work, so can keep playing as if we have a trick. Nope. And once he commits like that, we just call good game. Since we could see most of his deck, I am going to just quickly pilfer through his deck, see what he had for us if we actually had like a 1-drop up on turn 1. He had a Crippling Fear. Alright, so he had the means for a control deck. But yeah, I'm trying to find a card that's bad here. Draugr Thought Thief. There's the bad card. But yeah, it's all just like 4 mana good bodies, 3 mana good bodies, and okay, well that's the thing. He has all 3 and 4 mana good bodies, which means if we actually had our aggression on, we might have been able to win that run. Can't do that. Opponent goes first. Can't even play the Frenzied Raider. I don't like this. I don't like this. I'm going to go with the flying creatures over the Gold Maw Champion. Hopefully I draw early game. Alright, well there's one of them. So next turn I could Tormentors. Alright, so he just foretells. That's okay. Do I want to foretell Doomscar or get the Tormentors? I'm going to foretell the Doomscar. He still has every reason to believe we're Control v Control, other than the fact that we're Boros colors. Coma's Faithful, and that's why I love this 2/4. I could also Fearless and Spectral Steal it, but I'm going to go with the 2/4 first. If he attacks, I will block. If he has a combat trick, that's his victory. I can Stalwart Valkyrie and play Fearless up next turn. If he kills the Righteous Valkyrie. Alright, yep. Play your combat trick, sir. Is it Run Amok? Or is it just you're all of the Forsaken after it dies? Demonic Gifts. Nice. And I lost the Halvar again. Start with Fearless Pup. When I play this. Yep. There we go. Unfortunate how that pans out. But yeah, this Coma's Faithful, man. Coma's Faithful is the bane for this deck. Demon Bolt's the Stalwart Valkyrie. Alright, Fearless Pup can still block Coma's Faithful. Alright, now it can't block Coma's Faithful. And these are all life linkers, which is really an issue. Alright. We're gonna go with a Spectral Steel. Because everything's red right now, so I can only play so many red cards. Alright, so next turn I can Torrent's Helm, equip here, attack for 4, then equip back, attack, and have a 2/2 for a striker to block. Yep. Still like that. Keep applying pressure. Gosh, really annoying that I lost the Halvar immediately. Again. So next turn I can attack with both, play the Fearless Pup, equip the Tormentors. Ooh. Alright, so if I attack with both, he double blocks. I could pump, but it's not enough. If I Winds of Cosmos, I kill... Oh, if I Winds of Cosmos, I'm still in good shape. Alright. Yeah, so if I attack with this, Winds of Cosmos, it becomes a 4/7, right? Or it becomes a 4/6. I kill one, and the other can't kill. So I'm going to attack with a 3/3, I think. Alright. I'm going to Axguard Cavalry, leave the Wings of Cosmos as a combat trick. Turn the Fearless Pup into a 4/7. Block the Craven Hulk, block the Coma's Faithful. Gosh darn it. And now they're both indestructible this turn. Alright, do I just take 10? I think I just take 10. Yeah. Maybe you block this, take 5. Gosh darn it, man. Gosh darn it. Alright. Do I attack with... I think I attack with a 3/3 again. Alright. Frenzied Raider. Ugh. Untap Fearless Pup. This guy's not making this fight easy, to put simply. Ooh. Got our Doom Scourge. Until your next turn. Okay. He's gonna leave his creatures up to block, I'm assuming. Alright. I'm gonna block and kill that. And just take 5. Or I could double block here. I like that better. Yep, I do take 1 damage, but he cannot re-equip that helm. Fearless Pup Code Spell. Turn that into a 3/3. Forced to attack with all. Prevents boast kills. Yeah, I think that's the only way I survive, basically. This thing, Frenzied Raider is going to perish, though. Fortunately. to attack. He's going to kill the Frenzied Raider. And we're in bad shape. I think we're dead. Yeah, I think we're just dead. Alright, he didn't kill the Frenzied Raider. I think that keeps us alive, possibly. Nope, just did the math again. We're dead. We dead. Oh, we super dead. Yep. So yeah, I just need to make sure I get the aggression every single time really early on. So I'm gonna... Yep, way too much damage from all directions. Oh my gosh. Please, I need to go... I want to go 3 wins with this. Please don't go 1, 2 because of issues. First I get mana flooded, then I get mana screwed. Please don't let this be my story. Alright. Is there additional 1-drops? Just Wings of the Cosmos? I have Gold Maw Champions if I want to do that, but that's not really the issue. I do have a Bound in Gold if I think that will be worthwhile. Doomscar Titan might need to be pulled out for a Bound in Gold, honestly. Everything is aggressive enough. Need my curve a little faster. Need his threats taken out quicker. Not a change I like making. Let me just be clear about that. This is not a change I like making, but I think it's a change that is necessary. Alright. So I just want to be clear. We have... Let's see. We have 5 turn 1 plays, as well as additional 1-drops. Five cards out of 40 is an eighth of the deck. We draw 7 cards when we start the turn. Also, can I just say I'd like to go first on one of these rounds? I think we've gone second every single time so far. I'd like to go first, please. I'd like to take advantage of my tempo. Thank you. I think... Okay, so I play Alpine Meadow, Frenzied Raider, Righteous Valkyrie. Really don't like that I don't have a 1-drop. But we have our lands. We have a Frenzied Raider. We have over-the-top damage. I think we keep this. I don't like it, but I think we keep this. Alright. And if he doesn't have something worth run-amucking, we just stay on curve. Foretells? Oh. I want that thing dead. So I'm okay run-amucking to kill it. Yep, and if I don't have to run amok, I can Righteous Valkyrie. If he kills it, yeah, I have a few options. I'm okay with this. Now we even have a Tormentor's Helm behind it. So now next turn I could Righteous Valkyrie, equip the Tormentor's Helm, keep swinging in. Oh my gosh, he didn't... No, he has a land drop. He's just making sure to look at what he draw before he chooses the land drop. Alright. Let's keep the aggression going. Here we are. That's okay. Force him to double block, and then after I double block, I run amok. Sounds great. Yep, this is what the deck does when it's going first. Oh, can I re-equip the Tormentor's Helm? I can. I want to avoid Demon Bolts, I think. Yeah, I can re-equip this without dying. So the reason for that is he has to squash it now. He can't just Demon Bolt it. Alright, I'll switch back to Tormentor's Helm. That's fine. And you can Glimpse the Cosmos as well. That's actually pretty cool. fine. Alright. There we are. Yep, just had to go first. That's all that was needed. I have enough fuel that as long as I go first... I also got good land drops. I got 5 precisely. I still like kicking out the Doomstar Titan because even though I could have played it there, I'm not sure that will be consistent. I'd rather just have a way to rip out one of his creatures that are threats than just another threat. So, not to mention that Bounded Gold can be rebought with Spectral Steel. So, let's just go first again, get another quick, easy win, and not have to worry about this. That would be nice. That would be nice. Alright. Deep breaths. Please, sir. Lens will be tapped to cast. Alright. That's fine. Two is not where you want to be. Wow, we are taking a while to find this opponent. And he's taken off the cancel button, so that's not an option. So we're just stuck searching for our opponent. That is unfortunate. That... consider that he even took away the cancel button. So if we just realize over the course of the minutes we're waiting, we want to do something else, something like that occurs, we are trapped here. That is... So... What's happening with the opponent? Did the opponent just, like, lose internet connection? Our internet connection's good. We're streaming. We're still going. There's no hairdryer about to cut our internet. We're all good. Alright. It sounds like the game's either ending in a draw, or I just won. I don't know which. Draw. Darn, I wish... I want a free win, but I understand how. Alright. There it goes. As long as draw doesn't count as a loss. That's okay. Really need to get that third win. Really need to get that third win. I just want to break even, boy. I just want to break even. Alright, Floop. Floop, could you do a flop for me? I'd very much appreciate it. Opponent goes first. That doesn't sound like you're going to be very friendly. We have all of our lands. We have a 1-drop. We have all of our lands, and we have card draw. Ow! Discary is basically card draw. Gosh darn it, of course he has flying protection. Alright. Well, we're still going to play it. At least stops the Jaspar from swinging in. If we get Spectral Steel or something like that, we are back in good advantage. Finn? Alright. I'm not scared of Finn. Alright. Well. Yep. Sword of the Realms. And then we just equip it to Battlefield Raptor, attack with a 3/2 first strike flying everything. And if he kills it, we just get Battlefield Raptor back. Puts us in a very good spot. I'm trying to think, is there any 2-mana Snakeskin Veil? That's the only thing I could think of if he attacks in, why I shouldn't block. But yeah, this is also going to give it Vigilance, which means it blocks his creatures as well, which is pretty insane. Alright, so now we have a 3-2. Alright, so he has card advantage. So, yeah, he has to block with the Jaspar Sentinel, which is going to give him some card advantage. That's a human, sir. I'm alright blocking. If you have a combat trick. Alright. That's okay. He's almost out of cards. Alright. I'm just going to play the Battlefield Raptor and bind Finn in gold. Battlefield Raptor already blocks Skemfar Avenger, already blocks the other stuff. I can equip and still play a Tuskeri Firewalker or Gold Maw Champion if I want. He did have a Snakeskin Veil. I did predict it. Yep. Alright. So I'm going to start by attacking. If he wants to lose life and draw a card off of Jaspara, I'll accept it. Do I want the Tuskeri? Or do I want... I think I want... So if I play Gold Maw, I can tap down his Jaspara, which I think is the better pick. Force him to double trade with the Skemfar Avenger. He probably has a Broken Wings to go for the Sword of the Realms, is my guess right here. But that means he can't knock out the Bound in Gold, which is good enough of a victory for me. We get no view because there's no condition other than it's outside of the game. Mistwalker. Alright. So play this Plains. Attack with both. Tap down the Jaspara. And then he's going to block like that. I run amok. Yep. If he doesn't run amok, I Tuskeri. Yep. Alright. So I think I just need to put in full control. Oh. Who do I want to tap down? Yeah, I think I want to tap down the Jaspar so he can't draw cards off of it. Dying. Do I run amok to kill the Mistwalker, or do I have Tuskeri Firewalker? I think we just jump like this. And then we just play a Tuskeri. Yep, I like this. You know he has no more threats left. The Mistwalker was what he put on his deck, by the way. Which tells us a lot about his situation. Alright. Yeah, I think we just keep attacking in, tapping down the Jaspara Sentinel. Or actually, we'll tap down the Mistwalker this time, I think. They can think, aha, I figured out the issue. He has all the mana he needs, so if he draws like a Limworm, we're in trouble. But we're going to assume he doesn't draw a Limworm. Gosh, thanks to Jaspar Sentinel, he actually has the mana for Coma. I just realized Mistwalker is an elf, so I should be tapping it down anyways, because Skemfar Avenger has those triggers. But yeah. He's in a bad situation. Thank God, Sword of the Realms coming in clutch. Alright. So we attack with all. This time we tap down the Mistwalker. We do this properly. We're going to let him choose blockers before we use Tuskeri Firewalker's ability. Alright, he double blocks there. Alright. So I'm going to start by using Tuskeri Firewalker's ability. And I think I keep the Gold Maw Champion around. Broken Wings. Alright. That is unfortunate, but we have that taken care of at least. Alright, and then we can Code Spell. That feels great. Alright, I'm going to keep the Gold Maw Champion around between the two of them. Alright, and what do I want to make bigger? I think we want to make the Gold Maw Champion just the big scary threat. Yep, Battlefield Raptor has the flying to get through. So we now have a 3/4 that can tap down one of his creatures. So he needs creatures. That's a creature. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. I have enough to attack. Clarion Spear, Teskari Firewalker. Feels good. He does not have enough mana to pump the Mistwalker, so I attack with both. He blocks, he still takes a damage. 1, 2, 3. Yep, definitely have enough. Okay. Yeah, I'm going to sacrifice the Code Spell for more damage. If he wants to block the Code Spell, then Gold Maw comes through. That feels good. Yep, that's the play. Alright. I just realized that Scary Firewalker can allow the Clarion Spirit to work more than once. Awesome! Got my 3 wins. Okay, thank goodness. At least I broke even. Oh, at least I broke even. Sometimes that's all you can ask for. I don't really know how to use aggro decks. I've been going second quite a bit. Sometimes breaking even is all you can ask for. Yeah. For aggro, I state that my deck is. I have a lot of 3-drops. I think that's the issue. I built this mid-range deck and called it aggro. This is aggressive mid-range, not aggro. I need more arachnoforms, more birds, more that sort of stuff. More spectral steels. Alright. Nalia. Alright. Tormentor's Helm? Clarion Spirit? That is a scary, imposing starting threat, but that's it. I mean, I either draw a land and could get Gold Maw behind it, or I don't draw a land and I draw more fuel. I think I keep... Just like the moment I get to enough mana, if he kills the Clarion Spirit, I get Stalwart Valkyrie. I think I don't play the Tormentor's Helm. I think I just play the Plains, Clarion Spirit. Next turn I Tormentor's Helm and possibly a white card with it. He is down 1 card. Do I go for it? Or do I go for the Tormentor's Helm? I'm just going to go safe. Play the Tormentor's Helm. Make sure I equip it to the Clarion Spirit on turn 3. Fearless Pup. Seems legit. I'm going to Frenzied Raider over the Clarion Spirit, I think. Less imposing of a body. More willing to trade off. Alright. If he attacks in, he has to have a Run Amok or Wings of Icarus. I'm okay seeing him use that combat trick instead of the Fearless Pup's pump. Like, oh. The one land's starting to cost me. I'm gonna just keep the pressure up. Equalize it. Scare him a little. He's gonna attack. I'm not gonna block. If he pumps it, by all means. If he doesn't pump it, by all means. Ooh. Nice. Really nice, actually, sir. Alright. So I can equip and play Sword of the Realms. Otherwise, I just play a Tuscari Firewalker. I gotta math this out. So 4. This actually applies a bit more pressure, I think. And it allows me to get my lands, which is something I really appreciate right now. Not to mention, I just realized I have Frenzied Raider. The boast is going to be huge. Go ahead. Deal your 6 damage. He is getting to a point where if he has a run amok, he kills me. That is a thing I have to consider. I'm probably going to leave like a Frenzied Raider back or something, because I think he can win this race with a few maneuvers, with a few quick maneuvers. Actually, creatures you control that are enchanted or equipped have double strike. Alright, so one... Hold up. If I Spectral Steel, then pump with Tuscari, I deal 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Alright, I'm going to leave the Clarion Spirit back to block. Draw a land, not a land. Alright. Well, we leave the Clarion Spirit back to block. That way a run amok doesn't just flat out kill us. Let's see what else he has up his sleeve. If I could draw planes, I can Halvar. Goldmaw Champion could probably apply a bit more pressure because of the tapping down. Meaning he can't leave blockers behind, but... Axgar Cavalry. Alright. He foretells. Does he attack? Nope, just plays the planes. Alright. I think I equipped the Tormentor's Helm, attack, pump up the Frenzied through that attack. And, figure it out from there. Threaten's lethal. Force him to block with a 2/2. Basically. Actually, depending on how he blocks, I might not boast. I played a land just now, didn't I? Yeah, I just played a land just now, so if I exile a land, I can't play it. So I'm just gonna play the Goldmaw instead. Alright. This really threatens it. I like that. Because now I can tap down his Fearless Pup. I will block with the Frenzied Raider. Let's assume he has Run Amok. Then he deals 8. He needs a little bit more. I think just these two should give me lethal. Yeah, Run Amok should not be enough. I don't know what else you could possibly have. There we are. I'm okay with that. Awesome. Alright. We're still going good. Oh, man. So yeah, because we're aggressive mid-range, we actually can control out the aggressive decks, which is kind of funny. Cool. So it costs 1,500 gems to start this draft. So we now have 1,400 gems. We gain 20 from picking the Righteous Valkyrie. So we actually are only down 80 gems if we lose here. And like with all the other stuff we got, that's an acceptable thing. Opponent goes first. We have Alpine Meadow into Clarion Spirit, into Righteous Valkyrie, into... I think we're good. Because we have Alpine Meadows as our... Yeah, we're getting just all the aggressive people right now. Alright. So I could probably play Halvar as a Sword of the Realms and Code Spell Cleric as my make Clarion Spirit threatening sort of play. And then the next turn I could just equip. Alright. Yeah, I like that. Then if I get more lands, I could Righteous Valkyrie, attack, and... Yeah, I like it so far. Alright. Picnic Berserker. Take low. Alright. So we play a Plains. Halvar to create a sword. Code Spell Cleric. And I think we make the 2/2 flyer bigger. So now we can attack with Clarion Spirit. And this can still block the Breakneck Berserker. So now I could Righteous Valkyrie. Attack in if he doesn't have anything. And then I could Rings of Cosmos as a response. I'll double block. Alright. Or I could just Sword of the Realms, attack with a 2/4 that can't be killed. I think this is the safer play. This is the more fun, entertaining play. If he attacks, do I block? If he attacks with a 3/2, do I block with Righteous Valkyrie is a question. I'm just going to equip the Sword of the Realms. Definitely seems like the safest route. Alright. Now I'll just play Clearing Spirit again. There we are. Next turn, I can really quickly attack, say oops, then the Wings of the Cosmos bails me out. And... nope. Alright. Yeah, I think I still need a... Alright, so I'm going to Sword of the Realms, attack for 4 here. Then do I leave this up to block the Craven Hulk? Or do I... Here's the thing. Do I re-equip the Sword of the Realms over to Fearless Pup so I can block his fear... Nah. We good, boy. We good here. I can double block. I can block, and then if he tries to pump up his Fearless Pup with a bunch of garbage, we Wings of Icarus. Or Wings of the Cosmos it out. Alright. This is where Wings of the Cosmos comes into play. Alright. He has enough to pump with Fearless Pup, but I'm not scared of Fearless Pup. Yep, he has nothing out, so we just trade Fearless Pups, and this will blow him out. Now we don't even have to pay for the Clarion Spirit. Oh no, this is a 5/5, so we could play Clarion Spirit into Righteous Valkyrie, get the 1/1 in the process. Yep. And that will empty our hand so we're not vulnerable to Immerstrom Skullcairn. Alright. And this just is discarding a single card. Alright. So I'm going to keep this mountain so I can discard it. To the Immerstrom. Yep. God of Battle. Being godly. Godlike. Heck yes. Just keep it going. Like I said, we look like the aggressor, but we're really a mid-range. If he attacks with Axe Guard, I am willing to double block with Righteous and the Spirit to kill that. Nope. Alright. He's thinking through this really hard. Oh! You can attack. I see. Didn't even think about that. Alright. Block like this, he kills my Righteous Valkyrie. Or I block like this, Righteous Valkyrie lives. I think I just prefer that. Make sure you can't use the Scary Firewalker too much. Make sure I Sword of the Realms, get a 4/4 Righteous Valkyrie. Yep. That's okay, he got land. Alright. End the turn. Make sure the Skullcairn doesn't have a good target at all times, basically. And with Mortality on that, that's perfectly fine. The draw card is actually the most dangerous part of that. Our Sword of the Realms is enough to stop the Tuscary otherwise. Actually, I'm pretty sure I have Lethal Links to run amok. This is only as a sorcery. Yep. I'm gonna still kill it because I can still equip the weapon to Clarion Spirit, attack, and run amok and still win. Yep. That's the one he equips it to. That's fine. So I can play Valor of the Worthy, turn this into a 3/3, turn this into a 4/2, and still have Run Amok ready. Yep. If he blocks the 4/2... Yeah, if he double blocks, he lives. But that's the only way. I think if he blocks one, Yeah, I still like this. And then we can run amok still. Does he declare blockers? He has to declare blocker on each, or else he dies. Though he doesn't know that. Alright. So, dead, dead. I could just play Clarion Spirit, or I can just run amok. I think I'm good with this. Get myself some 1/1 creatures, and I bring him to like 5 health, so... He has to top deck an answer, or else he's dead and gone. We have 2 of those flying creatures, plus Sword of the Realms. Yep. Yep, Sword of the Realms just won us the game, so surprise, surprise. That's why we kept it. That's why we built our deck, knowing we have Sword of the Realms. Yep. Yep. Mm-hmm. Ooh, wow. Gormand and Quakebringer. Alright. Good to know. Good to have. Alright, and we've now actually made gems, which is appreciated. Ugh. We were at 1-2 with this deck. We were at 1-2 with this deck. Moctobot. Terrorize. Alright. Okay, so I can actually Alpine Meadow, and then Plains Clarion Spirit. The next turn, Valor of the Worthy Code Spell, attack with a 4/4. Sounds... It is slow for an aggressive deck, but... Like... Yeah. Now I can replace the Valor of the Worthy with Spectral Steel, if I believe that's not a Demon Bolt. I have to have faith that that's not a Demon Bolt. Okay. I think it might just be better to bind that in gold. Yeah. Keep myself aggressive right now. Next turn I can Gold Maw and Code Spell Cleric. Keep the pressure mounting. Alright. Yep, I'm okay with this. I will trade a 3/3 Clarion Spirit for your Vengeful Reaper. Get that out of my face. Alright, well then I can just start tapping it down with Gold Maw Champion. Or... Okay, so I can Spectral Steel, turn this into a 3/3. Valor of the Worthy, turn this into a 3/4. Tap down the Hagi Mob. Or I can tap this down, have these 2 attack, then I have Wings of the Cosmos in the back end. But that seems a little too predictable. Definitely starts with this. How it ends is the question. Oof. I mean, this is the most obvious combat trick I've ever seen, but let's see if he falls for it somehow. Alright. I like Spectral Stealing on... Yeah, let's turn this into a 3/3 flyer. Get myself a 1/1 flyer in the process. Alright. Good job, sir. Good job, sir. Alright. I think I keep tapping that down. I don't think this was surprising at all for you, sir. Each player discards a card. No cards to discard. Oh, I could grab the binding. I didn't even realize that. So yeah, I can wait for him to discard. And then I could just really quick res my Bound in Gold with Spectral Steel. Alright. He just has to leave the battlefield, that's great. bound in gold. Woo! Aggressive decks doing aggressive things. Alright. Getting higher up in platinum. That feels good. This all feels good. This all feels great. Alright. We made it from 1-2 to 6-2. Let's just let that sink in for a sec. We went from 1-2 to 6-2. Feels good. Feels good. I appreciate it. Alright. Let's keep it doing. Keep it moving. Unize. Alright. Tormentor's Helm. Oh, I can, play a Plains. The next turn I could Tormentor's Helm Code Spell and immediately have him as a 2-2. Oh. I like that better because you can Code Spell on Code Spell, which is important. It's becomes a 2-mana 2-2 with Vigilance, basically. Alright. There we are. Next turn I could Plains, equip the Tormentor's Helm, attack, and run amok if he has a trick to stop me. Alright. Let's see how we do. I almost want to just run amok because it uses my mana well, but I think that's a bad idea. Alright. He didn't attack with a battlefield. Makes me think he has a combat trick. Let's see it. Oh, I know what the combat trick is. He's gonna use that, then Jarl the Forsaken's gonna pop out. Yep. Nice trick, sir. Allows me to get my Stalwart Valkyrie, which gets another Tormentor's Helm on it. And we can bind in gold the Raptor if I'm afraid of that again. Feel free to attack with the Jarl. I'm not scared of that. I'd be shocked if he had a second combat trick of that exact same caliber. I'd be flabbergasted. Prove it, sir, but, like... I'd... Like, double Jarl in the starting hand, man. I mean, you have to play into that. You can't just, like, not... You can't just be scared of double Jarl of the Forsaken. Wow. Well done, sir. This is even properly blocked, so I have to... Jeez. Yeah, this is like the best black card in the format right now. I like it over Feed the Serpent and such. Wow. Impressive. Alright. Problem is I have to bind in gold and then I don't have the mana to run amok. Do I just attack in? Yeah, I think I just attack in with the run amok ready and battlefield. Yeah. Say you're too scared to block this. And he was. I was correct in that assessment. Now I have to figure out where I bind. I don't think there's many forced sacrifice in this format, so... Fortunately, Tergrid isn't going to hit me too hard, I don't think. So he has, like, Skull Raid. Alright. I'll block one of the Jarls. Definitely getting low on health, but... I mean, I have a Run Amok, and I have a Bind in Gold. Oh my god. Yeah, I think we're dead. And now I draw the mountain. Well, that needs to get found. Yeah, Turgid's Shadow won him. I forgot. Man. Oh man, dude. That's impressive. Yeah. I appreciate it. Wow. I'm not disappointed being unable to beat this guy. Wow. Wow. Yeah, I was not playing around a double Jarl for Forsaken. Let me just put that out clearly. Perfect. Is lethal? There we go. Turgid's Shadow, man. Turgid's Shadow. Wow. I'm impressed by that guy. The fact that he was able to pull that off is impressive. Let's just be clear about that. Alright, well, we got 6 wins, so I'm not going to complain. I am not going to complain. Alright, let's see all of our packs. Toski. Toski's a really good card. Even in Constructed, that's really good, so I appreciate it. Alright. Rally the Ranks. Ooh. So while this doesn't work for the Cleric deck I've been wanting to play, there is a Spirit deck I saw recently that I've been interested in doing with this. Alright. Okay. That's a card. That's a card. Alright. Oof. Scanfar Avenger. Got another... These guys did their job. That was nice. Alright. Got my Jarls for a second. Ooh, a second Halvar? I can actually build a deck with Halvar now. Dude, that's cool. I think there's like a mono-white aggro deck you can build. I should have all the cards now with the double Halvar. And I think that's a third Showdown of the Skulls or something like that. So, yeah, I'll look into that. White-red. Maybe it's just white splashing red, but... yeah, I think I have a deck ready that's high competitive if I need it. Anyways, everyone, thank you so much for watching. I hope you all have a wonderful day.